The movie opens up showing a monk sleeping at a place where we can see tiny humans. There were also small temples shown in his surroundings. He has 3 helpers including Fish Monster, Monkey King and Pig Monster. We are told that Monk had captured them to get assistance. Welcome to Movieland. Support our efforts by turning on the notifications please. It means us a lot. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy. It is shown that all 3 of them are scared from Monk. And Monk is also not understanding why it is happening. Then the master of Monk approaches there. And he awards him a glistening ring. He says, "Take it and adjust at the backside off your head. You are the king of them now on." The mysterious happenings begin to occur there as he adjusts that ring. As ring itself begins to damage. Monk was upset thinking what is going on. And he wakes up in this worried condition. Actually, it was his night dream. He was sleeping. Now he had awakened after being frightened. There was a circus going on where he was sleeping. All the people of that place say to him, "Perform in this circus." He entertains the people showing the performance of his helpers as Fish Monster and Pig Monster. A child begins to weep, seeing that monster. People comment, "What sort of fun is this? We are not rejoicing at all." Then Monk indicates a tree and says, "Look. There is Monkey King." But that Monkey King falls down from the tree instead of showing any performance. Spectators become infuriated and begin to make fun of Monk. "What are you performing? Are you going to entertain us or not?" Monk says to them, "Wait a moment." And he inspires them while blandishing. Meanwhile, Monkey King stands up and says to his other companions as Pig and Fish Monster that, "We will have to perform something together. Beat me. We will entertain them." Spectators were still making fun of them. Being aggressive, Pig Monster attempts to attack the standing lady there. People grab it. Monkey King also forbids it saying, "Don't do as such." In spite of this, he does not stop. Monkey King begins to disorganize the whole circus to divert its attention. He was continuously spoiling everything. Monk warns him but it begins to show its anger at him. It was too late now. Because the whole circus had disorganized. The actual movie starts from here, when a lady brings her mother to a conjurer. According to her, her mother is bewitched. Her actions were not appearing normal. Because she says to the old ladies there, "They are my daughters." Conjurer is surprised on it. Then he moves to her mother so he may cure her witchcraft. But he does not get any such sign even after a great struggle. Then he comes to know that real demon is her own daughter. It means, that girl who had brought her mother to him. She is turned into a demon. Her appearance had mysteriously changed. She begins to throw a net on everyone. Her hands and feet had stretched out like the spider. She starts ending all presented people there. Then the setting changes and Monk and Monkey King are shown together. Monk is beating Monkey King badly. He says, "I am beating you so it may be in your memory forever." What is required to do at the specific places? He says, "You are an enigma. You destroy anything when you fly into rage. As you had disorganized the circus. You can also create a havoc here." He pulls his tongue, slaps and also presses its skin tightly. He was beating the whole body of Monkey King. Here the flashback is also revealed. When Monkey King had been enslaved at a place. He had been chained and imprisoned there for many years. Being frightened by nightmare, Monkey King is awakened. Monk says, "Have sleep. Nothing happened, I am with you." Next day, it is observed that Monk needed water. And he enters a house into search of the water. There were only girls in that house and they were in large numbers. Every girl was more charming than others. They are spellbound while seeing them. Pig Monster starts liking a girl. And Monkey King also seats before a girl. But it is disturbing her. In fact, those girls were other creatures. They were the huge spiders. Monk says to Monkey King, seeing it, "Are you in your senses?" He says, "We have come here to take support and we will have to leave because of you." But those girls don't let them go and transform into their real appearance. Now they had transformed into the huge spiders and begin to attack them. They come outside while escaping them. A gigantic spider appears before Monkey King. And it pulls her tongue in such a way as Monk had pulled its tongue. In this way, he ends the spider. Monk says to Monkey King after knowing about it, "When will you learn the manners? When will you amend yourself? It is not the solution of everything to end the person next to you or destroy the place." Monkey King is listening to him quietly. It starts speaking as the monk leaves. Now Monk prays under the sky, going to a quiet place. "Oh God. I have not much courage to tackle everything. And these monsters are also not acted upon my said words. I cannot tackle them. Now it out of control for me." Pig Monster is also listening to this prayer stealthily. He reveals everything to Monkey King. Monkey King was already furious. It says, "We may kill Monk if he is not satisfied from us." so it advances to end him. Seeing it, Monk begins to utter something to calm it down. But it does not affect Monkey King at all. But it had freed from the slavery. It was no more slave of Monk. Monk is entrapped a place while escaping from it. He tries to sway over it. But Monkey King is still not scared of him. Then the light sparks from the sky. Witnessing it, Monkey King leaves as being afraid from it. On the other side, it is seen that fish monster had turned into its real appearance. It means that it had turned into a horrific and a monstrous fish. It happened after the battle with those spiders. Then it is noticed that Monk moves to the foreign country, taking his 3 helpers. He meets the king and the queen of that country. The native of that country are astonishing to see them. Because they were awkward monsters. Queen greets them warmly. Then they meet the king. King asks them, "What have you brought for my honor? In what way will you entertain me?" Then Monk and his helpers say, "We know how to entertain." Saying it, they begin to act strangely. Which were not humorous. The king gets angry, witnessing it. "They are making fun of me." He expels them from his court. Saying, "Such acts are acted by the fools. Go and get treatment." Coming outside, Monk feels degraded. He again begins to beat Monkey King. That you cannot perform anything correctly. Then he realizes that he was himself who was acting foolishly. Then he feels regret thinking, "I have always punished Monkey King." He starts beating himself. And he says, "I will not act as such again." He goes to Monkey King and apologizes it after bending himself. Monkey King lifts him up, says, "I forgave you. Now we are friends." They both are excited and say together, "We will again visit the king. Apologizing him, we will entertain him nicely." In the next scene we see that they come to know going inside that he is a fake king. He has disappeared the real king somewhere else. Monkey King begins to slap him, going there, so he may turn into his real form as being aggressive. It happens the same as they wished. Being aggressive, he is transformed into his real look. His face is blushed and the fire blows by his mouth. In fact, he was a little robot who used to blow the fire. They battle with him too much. Meanwhile, all presented people in the court are sent outside. Monkey King was hot-headed, so he beats him violently. As a result, he falls away. Getting the chance of it, fish monster throws the ice from its mouth. Consequently, that robot is frozen. Then they go in search of the real king. That robot monster had imprisoned the real king in the underground place. Monk gives that robot king in the custody of Queen after enslaving him. While real king is rescued. The real king was contented with Monk and his helpers. And he says, "Ask whatever you want." Monk does not demand anything from him. But the king himself gifts him many girls. "They will serve you now on." Later Monk says, "No. I cannot bring them with me. But I want that they should be freed." But those girls begin to say, "No. We are satisfied with this life. We don't want to be released." But one of the girls is silent among them. The king calls her before him. He asks, "What happened?" That girl is not uttering a single word. Then that king asks him to sing. And he says, "Also dance with the singing of the song." That girl was frightened, but she does the same. She was delicate and the charming girl. King begins to take interest in her and he brings her along with him. Saying it, "She will remain with me now." But Monk was repenting why he did not accompany the girl with him. Why he rejected this offer. Monk was not repenting to reject the other girls. Monk comes outside along with his helpers. But he was still remembering that girl. Then he thinks that he will return to the king. "And I will demand that girl as a reward." The king says, "It is too late and she will remain along with me now. Because I have developed the affections for her." Monk is grieved. And Queen says to the king, witnessing his sorrow, that, "Return her back to him." The king agrees with her. And now that girl is awarded to the monk. That girl used to remain with him everywhere. Monkey King was envying seeing why that girl is intimating with Monk too much. Because he used to think as this girl is a demon. He says to the monk, "I want to tell you a fact. That girl is not human and can also harm us." It often hurts that girl and sometimes pulls out her blood to gather the proof. But Monk forbids it. Then Monkey King says, "All right. Ask this girl to take us to her village if she is a human being. We need to meet her family." Monk says the same to that girl. Then that girl brings all of them to her village, to her family. Her family members treat Monk and his helpers warmly. When Monkey King is not able to prove that girl a demon, being aggressive, it begins to attack the family members of that girl. Monk rebukes him saying, "Are you out of your sense? You had already killed a girl for whom I had affections." Hearing it, Monkey King leaves. It says, "I will never return back now." Further, Monk is seen dejected, sitting at a place. That girl approaches there and asks, "What has happened with you?" Then Monk starts telling about her beloved to her. That girl is listening him with full interest and affections. Monk witnesses the shadow of that girl in her. Fish monster and pig monster reach there as they both are talking. They tell Monk, Monkey King is in full rage. He is creating the havoc everywhere and destroying everything. Moreover, he has also killed the parents of that girl. Now its next target is this girl. That girl runs to the way of her village. And Monkey King also chases her. It is nearly to end her that Monk also reaches there. He says to Monkey King, you have misunderstood it. Let her go. This girl is not at fault. That girl is behind Monk. Now Monkey King is advancing to attack Monk. Then that girl catches the feet of Monkey King. She begs, don't kill him. Don't do it. But Monkey King pushes that girl so she falls away. Now it begins to end her but Monk interrupts. That rod directly targets Monk and that girl starts weeping. She says, yeah. I told a lie, I kept it secret that I was a demon. Because nothing happened favorable in my life. Some evil people killed me after seducing. So I had thought to be a Satan. But I am not evil. Hearing it, Monkey King turns itself into a gorilla as being hostile. And he engulfs Monk. Now he begins to climb up the big mountains. But that girl was also with its foot. She had caught its foot tightly. And now it goes at the peak. That girl had also come along with it. Then that queen and that robot monster also appear there. The queen says to the Monkey King, I willingly dispatch this girl here. So the fight breaks out among all of you. The queen says, I wanted it, so you may kill Monk as being aggressive due to this fact. You will be my slave and carry out my orders. Monkey King was not the foe of the monk. It had just engulfed Monk, not chewed. Hearing it, it ejects Monk from its mouth. Monk was still alive. He says to the queen, coming outside, do you take us stupid? Do you think that you are only one wise in this world? In the same way, it was our played trick as was yours. Monkey King was with me in the very beginning. And it was our trick that it will leave from there after being infuriated. So you may get the idea that there are conflicts between us. Now they begin to confront one another as the battle starts among them. Those pig monster and fish monster break the robot monster after freezing him. Now there was continuous battle between Queen and the monk. Queen immediately moves into the water and brings the sculpture of Buddha. Monkey King was also attacking her continuously. Because it knew that she is a demon while Buddha was a pious human. And he could not transfer his powers to a demon. Bringing out its stick, Monkey King moves into the water. The more two sculptures appear from the water like that one as he moves into the water. And they begin to attack Monkey King. Monkey King was not getting this point why Buddha is supporting that demon. It was much wounded. Meantime, a gigantic hand appears from the water, which belonged to the real Buddha. It rescues Monkey King while devastating those three sculptures. That queen falls on the hand of Monkey King after the end of those sculptures. Then the voice of Buddha is heard, amend yourself now. That queen begins to feel something strange and turns into the golden eagle. Which was her real appearance. Then Buddha takes her along with it. Contrarily, it is noticed that charming demon girl was completely wounded who was with Monk. She was nearly to die. Then she says to Monk, release me. Release me from this world. Because I am a demon. Then Monk releases her for the goodness of her in this world. Afterwards, she has disappeared. In the end of this movie, it is seen that they all four are going in a desert. Then Monk notices the shadow of his beloved in Monkey King. Because the belt belonged to that girl which was on the head of Monkey King. He asks for belt from it but Monkey King does not give it to him. So they continue to walk mischieving and troubling one another. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.